all this stuff out of the way. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go ahead and get some of these overlays set up, and we'll keep an eye on these drivers as we approach qualifying here in the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 Throwback race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You guys enjoy. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. You are live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, on the Booty Scoot Racing TikTok. You are looking in at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 Throwback race. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 21 drivers out here, ladies and gentlemen, trying to lock themselves into the MRL playoffs. As you look down there on pit road, all them guys lined up with the number 7 from Pelzer, South Carolina, Travis Wall. As the number 21 of Connell Bolton for Verona, Ontario, Canada, the 14-year-old, comes out of pit road, trying to turn down some laps here in practice, get that car dialed in. As we are here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, ready for some action-packed racing as we get ready started here soon. You guys go grab some popcorn, grab a soda, you're not going to want to miss it. As you look at the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard, last 2 weeks ago, last race at the Nashville Super Speedway, he was your Nashville winner from Wellford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old, 149 official iRacing wins, as Nick Crawford from Buchanan, West Virginia, and Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia, drive off pit road here as they'll try to dial in their car for this last little bit of section of practice. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 Throwback race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Bobby Kyle in the 777 from Honorsville, Georgia, hometowner. Nicholas Maynard comes flying by here on the inside. It's a beautiful Bill Elliott paint scheme throwback as we ride here with the number 48 from Buchanan, West Virginia, Nick Crawford. And his Queso's machine, Nicholas Maynard, will pull down on the pit road. And his Ryan Newman Penske throwback machine, along with the green machine of Chris Knighty. As these drivers try to fill in just their last little bit of practice time here before qualifying, excuse me. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we have about 21 drivers out here tonight for the night's event. It's Nick Crawford and Chase Showtime Johnson fiddling back and forth on the back straightaway, playing with each other. Nick Crawford in the 48 Queso's Chevy Camaro from Buchanan, West Virginia, making a name for himself out here in the MRL Xfinity Series. Put on a decent run last 2 weeks ago at National Super Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. As we look down here at the number 7 of Travis Wall, representing the South Carolina Gamecocks with that 17-14 win over the Clemson Tigers they got today. Hopefully trying to lock themselves into the playoff spot like these drivers here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's Clemson Tigers wasn't able to take care of business, but Miami Hurricanes lose in Syracuse. Clemson Tigers would get their shot to win into the ACC Championship. Can Travis Wall try to be the Clemson Tigers and get his way in, or will he be the South Carolina Gamecocks? fighting on the end, fighting at the edge, trying to get locked in. Just look down here on pit road. John Michael Bryant, Travis Wall continue to just rip it and gip it. Trying to make sure I get everybody here on camera some time. George Stetson, the number 56. Budweiser, Chevy Camaro, throwback to Dale Earnhardt Jr. from Ocala, Florida. Beautiful paint, beautiful ride. George Stetson. Trying to lock himself into the MRL playoffs. Sean Stamper from Gadsden, Alabama on the backstretch. And his number 09, Miago Sauce. What is that, a Chevy Camaro? That thing's scooting and booting, as we say here on the... Oh, that'll be the end of practice, ladies and gentlemen. You've got it. We're here. Some of these guys come out. Who's going to be the first guy out for qualifying here tonight? These guys all grabbing in your car here. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you like what you see, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that follow button. We are here all the time. As here comes the 02 of Nicholas Maynard, the Nashville winner from Welford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old. Will rip through the gears down the backstretch and climb the bankings into turn 3 and 4 for his qualifying lap here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Nicholas Maynard said one of his passions was super speedway racing. We'll see what he has here as he comes through turn 4. Gaining speed, trying to make it something shaking that Toyota Supra. Can he put himself on the pole? Does he have what it takes here in the Pepsi 200 throwback race? Nicholas Maynard climbing the bankings through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, trying to keep that car straight as possible. Right on board with Nicholas Maynard to see what he sees. Keeping them hands nice and smooth. Off turn 4, white flag in the air. Where will Nicholas Maynard go? Looks like Nicholas Maynard will go to the top of the board. Chris Knighty on top of the board over Nicholas Maynard at the current point. Nicholas Maynard climbs through turn 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Can he get down to that yellow, white, red line, whatever it is today? Nicholas Maynard going to take it to the apron, trying to solve some time. Can he get to the top of the board? He can. Nicholas Maynard top board. Showtime Chase Johnson down the back stretch on his final lap. Can he get to the top of the board? Currently sitting in the 5th place, 6th place spot. Currently dropping down to the 7th place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson. And his beautiful W, number 5, Kyle Petty throwback. What does he get? Chase Johnson, P4. As we look upon the 7777 from Honorsville, Georgia, Bobby Kyle climbing the banking. Trying to post something good. Can he get on the pole? Can he get in the front lap? Knock down Nicholas Maynard. Bobby Kyle off turn 4. Across the front stretch. Bobby Kyle, P4. Bobby Kyle, P4. Travis Wall bringing it down pit road. Nick Crawford as well. We look back at the number 23 Toyota Supra from Greer, South Carolina, the Boogeyman. Your mom's favorite driver. Tell her to tune in. As John Michael Bryant comes off turn 4, trying to post something for the pole. Can he get it? John Michael Bryant, not quick enough. 16th fastest. So we look upon the 09 of Sean Stamper here from Gadsden, Alabama, down the backstretch on his final lap. Can he knock Nicholas Maynard off the pole? Sean Stamper gets a little bit loose. You see the bumps in turns 4 down to the banking. Across the front line, it'll be 9th place spot for the 09 of Sean Stamper. John Smith climbing the bankers through 1 and 2, excuse me, on his final lap. Can he knock Nicholas Maynard off the pole? John Smith. NapDaddyRacing.com if you want to get your paint schemes painted. custom numbers, you name it. He's painting several cars you see out here tonight throughout the field. Jonathan Smith's your guy from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Climbing through the bankers through turn 4. Kenny, not Nicholas Maynard off the pole. Does he got something for him? He don't. John Smith, P5 on the board. Jonathan Smith looks like he'll be the last one to run out qualifying here tonight. 17 drivers posting a lap. But it'll be Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina, picking up where he left off last week. The pole here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, as we always do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, make sure you press that follow button, press that like button, as we take a moment of silence for the soldiers that have fallen overseas for us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you are looking in live to the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 Throwback Race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys line up. Again, this is a throwback race. As we'll try to get most of these guys out here on the field. We'll see who we can and can't get as they load in. We'll go ahead and start our grid as they load in slowly. Tonight's pole winner, driving the number 02 Maynard Motors Toyota Supra from Welford, South Carolina. Last week's winner at Nashville Super Speedway, Nicholas Maynard. Starting in the second spot, driving the number 56 Dale Jr. Budweiser Throwback from Ocala, Florida, George Stetson. Rounding out the third place spot tonight, driving the 777, driving the Bill Elliott McDonald's Throwback from Honorsville, Georgia, hometown, Bobby Kyle. Driving the number 98 Chevy Camaro from Valdosta, Georgia, driving the Valvoline Chevy Camaro, Jamie Horn. Driving the number 21 Toyota Supra Napa Auto Parts Machine from Verona, Ontario, Canada, the 14-year-old Connell Bolton. Riding out in the sixth place spot tonight, driving the number 99 Hooters Machine from Goldsboro, North Carolina, owner of www.napdaddyracing.com, John Smith. Riding out the seventh place tonight, yet to grid, driving the number 24 Red Bull Machine from Greenville, South Carolina, James Fountain. From Greer, South Carolina, driving the number 5 W Miller Yellow Kyle Petty Throwback, Showtime, Chase Johnson. Driving the number 8 Lucas Oil Throwback Chevy Camaro, Corey Riptide Tesner. Driving the number 09 Mario Sauce Chevy Camaro from Gadsden, Alabama, Sean Stamper. Riding out the, looks like it's going to be the 11th place spot, driving the number 4 Goodwrench Chevy Camaro from Hawthorne, New Jersey, Kevin Tankos. Starting on the outside of him in the 12th place spot in the night, driving the Triple Deuce from Indiana, Chris Knighty. Riding out the 13th spot in the night, driving the number 93 Western Auto Chevy Camaro from Woodruff, South Carolina, Kevin Powell. Riding out the 14th spot of the night, driving the number 23 Toyota Supra, your mom's favorite driver from Greer, South Carolina, the Boogeyman, John Michael Bryan. Riding out the 15th spot of the night, driving the Toyota Supra Podium NASCAR Machine, Dallas Knox. Riding out the 16th spot of the night, driving the number 7 Ford Mustang from Pelzer, South Carolina, Travis Wall. Riding out the 17th spot of the night, driving the number 33 Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro, Tony Cook. Driving the number 18 Chevy Camaro from Buchanan, West Virginia, number 48 Nick Crawford. Riding out the number 19 spot of the night, driving the number 75 Ford Mustang, Andy Wicker. Starting in the 19th spot of the night, driving the number 25 Chevy Camaro from East Windsor, Sean Williams. Riding out the back of the field tonight, honorable mention, number 22 Jacob Tankos, as he'll ask the spot for his brother tonight. And Kevin Tankos driving the number 4 machine. As you see Gerald the flagman holding up the green flag, that means 1 to go here at the Super Speedway. As we got 21 drivers here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing, ladies and gentlemen, here on the MRL Xfinity Pepsi 200 Throwback Race. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you press that like button, press that follow button, as these guys get ready to rip through the gears and give you everything that you're looking for. I guarantee it. Nicholas Maynard is your pole sitter, your pole leader. 2 weeks ago, won at the National Super Speedway, locked himself into the MRL playoffs. Looking to pick up where he left off 2 weeks ago, but he'll have to battle the number 56 of George Stetson on the outside. George Stetson continuing to put on a show here these last 2 weeks, improving his program. His Super Speedway packages seem to be up the storm. With Jamie Horn, honorable mentions, making his MRL debut tonight from Valdosta, Georgia. Looking to make something shake in that third place spot on the inside of the number 7777 of Bobby Kyle. Here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway home track, that Mr. Bobby Kyle, 60 plus years old, ladies and gentlemen, out here putting on a show for you folks. As Peter the pace car will pull down in the pit road right now, this time by. You don't want to miss a thing, ladies and gentlemen. The green flag is getting ready to fly here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Nicholas Maynard is out front. He's your pole sitter. George Stetson on the outside. Jamie Horn in third. Bobby Kyle in fourth. Green flag is in the air. Ripping through the gears, climbing the banking through turns one. Nicholas Maynard out front. Bobby Kyle on the inside. George Stetson on the outside. The number 98 all over the back bumper of Jamie Horn. 21 of Connell Bolton on the inside. Down the back straightaway for the first time tonight. Nicholas Maynard on the inside. George Stetson a power to the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's track conditions are kind of mild. Pull up our weather report here tonight. 72 degrees out here. Track temp about 78 degrees. A little bit of grip in the corners behind the shade. Ladies and gentlemen, wind blowing at 4 miles an hour. And it's only going to get darker and colder. These cars should grip up as the run go on tonight. As you see these guys battling side by side down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard on the inside. George Stetson a power by on the outside. The number 56 Budweiser machine. Can he make it clear? He won't. Nicholas Maynard a power pass. And the Maynard Motors on the inside. We are 2 laps complete here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys side by side still. George Stetson will clear himself into turn 1, but he'll stay on the top side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard with no help behind him. Got a gap between him and Bobby Kyle. The number 56 of George Stetson gets loose. As we continue to look back here through the pack, as we got some hardcore racing everywhere. Corey Tesner will get a run up to the back bumper of the 21 Napa Auto Parts machine of Connell Bolton. James Fountain will battle hard on the outside, looking on the inside of the number 93 of Kevin Powell. Bunch of Carolina guys throughout the field tonight. James Fountain, just one of them. As we continue to look, Showtime Chase Johnson door to door with Riptide Tesner down the back straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you're looking for it, you found it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that like button, press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing. We're live every single week with something different here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The Pepsi 200 Throwback Race is live as you're looking down at the number 99 of John Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, as he battles on the top side of the racetrack. Seems like nobody has anything for Nicholas Maynard in his 02 machine, and he continues to fleet him out front down the back straightaway. Diving into turn 3, Nicholas Maynard out front, Bobby Kyle in third, Jamie Horn on the outside, trying to make something straight in that 98 machine. So we take a look down here, the Bobby Kyle driving that 7777, his Bill Elliott McDonald's throwback scheme. Beautiful race car created by this guy, the number 99 of John Smith. Make sure you check him out at napdaddyracing.com for all your iRacing paint scheme needs. He'll get you hooked up right where you want to be, but right now, can he get hooked up to the back bumper of somebody and get this south side line going? 6 laps down here in the MRL Xfinity Pepsi 200 Throwback Race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Corey Tesner gets a little loose. James Fountain all over the back bumper. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to make something shake as he dives his nose in to get a clear look at what's ahead of him. John Michael Bryant, your Daytona winner, locked himself into the playoffs of the first race of the year. Super Speedway racer at heart has found himself up 8 positions from the 17th spot to the 6th spot. John Michael Bryant, your mom's favorite driver, tell her to stand up. He's on a move. Showtime Chase Johnson continues the battle here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget these guys are giving it everything that they have, fighting these loose conditions on the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard still out front on the bottom side of the racetrack, hugging that yellow line. Bobby Kyle all over his back bumper. As you hear them engines roaring across the line, 9 laps down at the Pepsi 200 as they're roaring into turn 1. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard out front. He'll jump to the middle side of the racetrack. Think better of a drop back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. The number 98 of Jamie Horn on the outside, trying to get something to shake with the number 56 of George Stetson. Coming at 10 laps complete here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The 02 of Nicholas Maynard. It's been all business. It's been all him. 10 laps led. That's 10 points added to his total score. Points paying out to the top 5, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. And these guys are side by side. If you had to wreck, you love to see it here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Connell Bolton battling hard. On the inside, behind that leader, the 02 of Nicholas Maynard on your left side of your screen, James Fountain. Trying to see if Chase Johnson's going to make it 3 wide on him. Across the front stretch, 11 laps down. Chase Johnson trying to make something shake. We talked about just a minute ago, John Michael Bryant up 8 positions from his starting spot as he'll lose another one here to the 99. Unless he can power back hard on that bottom side. Corey Riptide Tesner. Can he get a run to the number 21, but he'll just have to check it back up. Nicholas Maynard still out front. These guys are absolutely flying around the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the new reconfigured Atlanta Motor Speedway drafting track. As we look, the number 25, and get a camera on here of a Sean Williams is wrecked on the back stretch. The caution will fly for the first time here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sean Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he gets tangled with the number 14 as he gets a little high. Looks like he gets loose and tied off the corner. We'll have to get a better look here. See if we can't throw it to a chopper cam. See what we want to see. Sean Stanford drives by with Andy Wick on the inside. The number 14. Boom. If Dallas Knox gets collected too. First caution flies here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sean Stamper and all those other guys able to get through, but unfortunate for Sean Williams. So he has a little bit of ass end damage on that number 25 Mellow Yellow machine. Dallas Knox as well. A little bit of quarter panel damage on the front end as well. Nicholas Maynard has checked up the field. They'll catch the pace car. And the first caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen, has flown here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you press that like button, press that follow button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Nicholas Maynard leads it at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Booty Scoot Racing channel live here on TikTok. You are looking down at the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. Peter the pace car slowly moving them through turns 1 and 2. We got some beautiful race cars here for you tonight. The throwback race, Nicholas Maynard has been all business, as he has led every single lap here, 14 laps complete at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It'll be Nicholas Maynard, Bobby Kyle in second place, George Stetson in third, Connell Bolton in fourth, the Canadian, Corey Riptide Tesner. Up 4 spots from Hit Starton's position will find himself in the 5th place spot, Showtime Chase Johnson. Continuing to climb in through the field, up 2 spots from Hit Starton's spot. James Fountain will round out the 7th place spot along with Andy Whitgert from Walnut Cove, North Carolina. And that beautiful number 75 Klotz racing machine, that's a beautiful race car. Travis Wall celebrating that Carolina Gamecocks victory today over the Clemson Tigers. Doing the same thing the Gamecocks are doing, trying to lock themselves into the playoffs with just give me a chance, throw me a bone. Travis Wall in the 9th place spot. Chris Knighty from Indiana in the triple twos will round out the top 10. Kevin Tankos in the 11th place spot in his Good Wrench machine from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Tony Cook in his Home Run Cafe, ladies and gentlemen. If you're anywhere near Greer, South Carolina, make sure you go check out the Home Run Cafe in Greer, South Carolina to get your hot dogs, hamburgers, you name it, they got it. Make sure you go check out Tony Cook at the Hot Dog Cafe. Representing here tonight, John Smith, the number 99 Hooters machine from Goldsboro, North Carolina, finds himself in the number 13th spot, Ladies and gentlemen, go check out NapDaddyRacing.com for all your iRacing needs. He can get you hooked up. Kevin Powell, the number 93 Chevy Camaro from Woodruff, South Carolina, trying to keep it quiet on the outside. I know what he's doing. He's trying to get something to shake to the end. His Western Auto AC Delco machine. Nick Crawford will round out the 15th spot. John Michael in 16th. Sean Stamper in 17th. Jamie Horn in 18th. Sean Williams involved in the caution here in 19th. Dallas Knox back out on the racetrack in 20th. Jacob Tankos up in the spotter stand. Calling it out for his brother Kevin Tankos. We'll ride on board with Kevin Tankos here now as they ride down the backstretch here. Must feel good to have your partner up in the booth, up in the sky, just feeding you information and everything you need. We'll see how far it gets them here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have to go through the pole leader and the race leader currently to 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard, doing a Ryan Newman all-tail throwback. Beautiful race car. Well, for South Carolina 2 weeks ago, Nicholas Maynard continuing his domination here in the MRL Xfinity Series. We are back green in the MRL Pepsi 200 throwback race. Nicholas Maynard out front as they rip through the gears. Bobby Kyle on the outside. Bobby Kyle with Connell Bolton all over the ass end. Chase Johnson shoving out of that Napa car, trying to make something shake. As these guys get up through speed here, we'll take our first Fast and Loud here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you punch that like button. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, John Michael Bryant goes around off of turn 2. The caution will fly for the second time here in the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. The boogeyman John Michael Bryant will take it to pit road. That thing is junk. Your mom must be jumping up and down. She is upset. John Michael Bryant, see if we can't back that ass up and see what happened to him. The boogeyman goes around. Looks like he's had hard contact with something and or somebody. John Michael Bryant, let's take a better look here. See if we can't get a good look as we were caught in our Fast and Loud. John Michael Bryant goes around. Just nowhere to go. John Michael Bryant sticks his nose in, gets a little loose off the corner, chases it up the racetrack. And it looks like the 09 of Sean Stamper. We'll have to get a better look at there, kind of see what happened. See if we can't go back into a far chase cam as we ride with John Michael Bryant, and he gets into the 09 of Sean Stamper. John Michael Bryant looking in the middle of the racetrack, gets loose. Hard shot for the boogeyman. We're right on board with John Michael Bryant. Thank God for Hans devices, similar to something like Dale Earnhardt. See if we can't ride with John Michael Bryant. see what he's seeing. Out that front glass. Gets loose, chases up the racetrack. That J Money Motors machine is cooked off turn 2. John Michael Bryant has his day ended early here. Lap 17 of the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 Throwback race. We are at our second caution. Nicholas Maynard, your Nashville winner from 2 weeks ago, continuing the lead here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you like what you see, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Give us a follow, because you don't want to miss all this special action here that we provide every single week here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Nicholas Maynard out front, Connell Bolton in second, Bobby Kyle in third, and George Stetson in fourth, as these guys wind down and catch Peter the pace car. Hopefully this is not a recipe for what's to come. 2 cautions, only 18 laps in here. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina catches the pace car along with Tony Cook in the 48 of Nick Crawford. Corey Tesner, his race car is clean as well. Showtime Chase Johnson will lead James Fountain and himself down pit road, and a bunch of others look like it'll be Tony Cook, Jamie Orr, Dallas Knox, and John Michael Bryant cooked on pit road. We'll see Chase Showtime Johnson travel down pit road here. We'll see what he does. The number 5 of Showtime Chase Johnson pulls into his box. His guys will put the gas tank in the left side of the car. Looks like it'll be a gas only call for the number 5 of Chevy Camaro of Chase Johnson. James Fountain pulls off, gas only for James Fountain as well. Sean Stamper, his guys hop over the wall. They start beating the ass into that race car, trying to get something to shake. Tony Cook pulls off. He'll take 4 tires. John Michael Bryant, his car is cooked on pit road. Excuse me, that J Money Sense. Make sure you hit up John Michael Bryant, Jay and Bryant on TikTok, to get all your essential candle needs. See if we can't get a post-race interview with him at some point. Just get his opinion on what happened there. John Michael Bryant. Night ends early here. Lap night 17 here, the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. Nicholas Maynard is still out front. A couple of these guys have went ahead and threw on a different strategy here. Hey, we'll throw up the practice results here. Connell Bolton and the number 21 Napa Auto Parts machine was the fastest in practice. He finds himself in the 3rd place spot. Nicholas Maynard, 16th fastest in practice in the Booty Scoot Racing. Honorable carrying the night's stream on his race car for tonight's event. And the 02 machine found himself up front for the pole, though. We'll pull up tonight's qualifying results as well. It's been all business from Nicholas Maynard and the 02 machine from up front. George Stetson, the number 56, started in the 2nd place spot. George Stetson finds himself sitting in the 4th place spot, ladies and gentlemen. As we look down here on the bar, it looks like it's going to be 1 to green here. Peter the pace car does have the lights cut off. Nicholas Maynard is your leader at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll take 1 quick break. We'll be right back. 20 laps complete of the Pepsi 200 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Peter the pace car will lead them into turn 3 and 4 for the final pace lap here. We are 20 laps into the MRL Xfinity Pepsi 200. The MRL's throwback race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Nicholas Maynard out front. Bobby Kyle on the outside in the 2nd place spot. Nicholas Maynard will bring him to the restart zone. Peter the pace car and his Ford Mustang will pull it on the pit road. It looks like they're going to wave it off. They'll go one more time. When they go one more time, we'll go ahead and pull up the pit strategy. If we can't pull up some of these pit times, Nicholas Maynard stays out on the racetrack. Bobby Kyle as well, along with Connell Bolton. George Stetson will be the first one to drop 2 spots, but he'll find himself back up here. It's been a gas-only stop. Not a bunch of changes here. We'll change over to the lap time. Andy Wicker finds himself up. We'll see here. Check my speedometer over here. George Stetson finds himself up 2 positions from the previous caution. See how long some of the pit stops were. Right about all even as you see 20s down the board. If you don't know what that means everybody was completely dang near equal on gas stops. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been all Nicholas Maynard here. Peter the pace car pulls him down the back stretch at an agonizing 55 miles an hour. These guys can't get ready to go back green flag racing for you guys here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Maynard, Kyle, Bolton, Tesner on the outside in the 4th place spot, and Stetson in 5th place spot, followed by Niety, Whitaker, and Tankos. Travis Wall, John Smith, and Kevin Powell in the 11th place spot. Sean Williams in the 12th place spot. Nick Crawford in the 13th spot. James Fountain in the 14th spot. Showtime Chase Johnson will run out of the top 15. Peter the pace car pulled down on the pit road. Nicholas Maynard will lead him to the restart zone. And hit the gas, and we are back green here in the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Pepsi 200 in the MRL Xfinity Series. Nicholas Maynard out front, followed by Connell Bolton all over the ass end of it. Bobby Kyle on the outside, leading the outside line. We followed through the field here. The number 7, Travis Wall on the top side of the racetrack, getting pushed by Kevin Powell, the number 93. The number 99 of John Smith on the bottom side of the racetrack. Travis Wall will come down, clear himself in front of the number 99. The number 75 of Andy Wicker sails up the racetrack. He'll catch it, ball back in line behind the 222 of Chris Niety. Flat 1 of the restart is complete. The number 75 of Andy Whitaker from Walnut Cove and his clutch machine. Trying to make something shake on that outside line. Can he get to the back bumper of the 222 of Chris Niety and make something shake? Down the back straightaway. Corey Riptide Tesner will pull up to the outside line. He wants to get to the front and lead some laps. Bobby Kyle will drop down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Arnoldville, Georgia. Atlanta Speedway, hometown track, I should say, for Bobby Kyle. Trying to make some noise here. He'll have to battle hard on the outside. Here comes Corey Riptide Tesner on the outside. Climbing the banking. Andy Wicker continues to try to make something shake on that outside. Can he get to the back bumper? We got some guys in the back here making contact to be the 09 of Sean Stamper, along with the 7 of, what is that, Travis Wall, excuse me. Travis Wall has damage, folks. Travis Wall having to pull it down the pit road. These guys continue to battle it out here. Nicholas Maynard continues to lead out front, down the back straightaway. Corey Riptide Tesner has worked his way as the leader on the outside line, battling door to door. It's a drag race down the back straightaway. Corey Riptide Tesner on the outside. Nicholas Maynard on the inside, battling off turn 4. Nicholas Maynard pulls out front. He'll look in the middle side of the racetrack. Whatever line he's going to get the run, Nicholas Maynard will go to. Nicholas Maynard sail on the bottom side of the racetrack. As Nick Crawford gets a little loose sailed up the racetrack. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina, making his MRL Xfinity debut tonight, found himself up here in the 6th place spot, trying to make something shake behind the number 93. Behind the 222. Corey Riptide Tesner on the outside of Nicholas Maynard as they battle through turns 3 and 4. Across the front stretch, can the number 8 car of Corey Tesner get a run? These guys putting on an absolute show for you folks. We'll go for our second fast and loud. Hopefully we won't get interrupted this time. Here we go. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Off turn 2, these guys battling door to door. Nicholas Maynard continues to lead out front here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 29 laps complete, the Pepsi 200 throwback race. The caution flag is out, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Chase Johnson is around. Have to back that ass up. Chase Johnson goes around, ladies and gentlemen. The caution flag will fly. Have to take a look at what happened. Looks like the mellow yellow cars will collide. Pop, soda, twist, and crumble. Chase Johnson. And the number 25 is Sean Williams. Make some contact. We'll take a look here. And Nick Crawford in the case of 48 gets loose. That might be what started it. Have to get a better look. Chase Johnson hard into the outside wall. He tries to slow that car down. We'll back it up here. Get a better look here. See if we can't get a better angle from that. We'll look from the far. Chase. Showtime Chase Johnson gets turned around here. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys do have a fast repair. As you take a look, put it in slow motion, the number 48 here of Nick Crawford gets loose from Buchanan, West Virginia, and chases it up the racetrack. Chase Johnson on the bottom side of the racetrack, minding his own business. Sean Williams trying to get around. And Showtime Chase Johnson, I'm not sure if he thought he was clear or just got a little tighter or what. Chases up the racetrack. Sean Stamper gets into his right rear. Unfortunate for both of those guys. Dallas Knox runs into the back of that wreck. Unfortunate for Dallas Knox. We'll back it up one more time. We'll see it in full fast replay motion. You tell us what you think. Right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the third time tonight in 29 laps here at the Pepsi 200. The caution flag has flown. Nicholas Maynard is your leader as they catch Peter the pace car. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Caution flag is out. Showtime Chase Johnson gets right hooked by Sean Williams. And the Mellow Yellows collide here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll look, Nicholas Maynard will lead them down pit road. For the first time here tonight, lap 30, Nicholas Maynard will concede the lead to Kevin Powell, the number 93 machine. We'll watch Nicholas Maynard come down pit road from Welford, South Carolina, see what he does. Nicholas Maynard will pull into the box. First pit stop on pit road. His guy will come off the road. He'll insert the gas tank into the left side of the race car. Chug, 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 go, go, go. Nicholas Maynard in the 02 will pull off. Right behind him will be the number 21 of Connell Bolton. Who's going to be next off pit road? The battle off pit road continues. It'll be Tony Cook and the 33 Home Run Cafe machine, along with the 77 of Bobby Kyle, followed by Sean Stamper and Corey Tesner, Chris Snyder, then George Stetson. Follow along with Andy Wicker will beat out James Fountain off pit road. Caution flag in the air here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kevin Powell in the Western Auto Chevy Camaro, number 93 from Woodruff, South Carolina, in his MRL Xfinity debut, finds himself out front. He is your leader, 31 laps here at the Pepsi 200 in the MRL Xfinity Series, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that like button, press that follow button if you like what you see. You don't want to miss it. We're live every week here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you're here, tuned in for some action-packed racing. It's Peter the Pace Car, paces them around the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are under caution. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina is your leader here. We are 32 laps down here. The Pepsi 200 throwback event. The sun continues to go down. The lights will soon come on. And these guys hopefully can get it in gear and turn it up 12 notches for you folks here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If Nicholas Maynard was the pole leader, it's been all business, led 30 laps of the 32 here tonight, but concedes the lead to Kevin Powell. On the pit stops, that'll be Connell Bolton following behind the 02 of Nicholas Maynard, leaving Jamie Horn in his MRL Xfinity Series debut in the number 98. The last 1 hour off strategy, everybody else doing their own thing. As these guys come across to hopefully 1 to green behind Peter the pace car, will round out the field. Kevin Powell is your race leader. Second place behind him in the good wrench Chevy Camaro will be Kevin Tankos in the number 4. John Smith in the number 99 will round out the 3rd place spot. Jamie Horn in the 4th place spot. Nashville's winner Nicholas Maynard will be on the outside in the 5th place spot. Connell Bolton in the 6th place spot from Verona, Ontario, Canada. Corey Riptide Tesner will be on the outside of him in the 7th place spot. Tony Cook in the Home Run Cafe will be on the inside of the number 33. Chris Knighty in the 9th place spot, driving the 222 from Indiana, trying to make something shake. George Stetson, the Budweiser number 56 from McCullough, Florida, will be on the outside of him. Andy Wicker will round out the 11th place spot in the number 75 Ford Mustang. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina, will round out the 12th place spot, losing 5 positions on pit road. Dallas Knox was involved in a wreck earlier today in the number 14 NASCAR Podium Toyota Super Machine. Find himself in the 13th spot, trying to make something shake. Sean Stamper involved in that last caution. Got a little bit of contact from Showtime Chase Johnson. Bobby Kyle will be in the 15th spot. Travis Wall, 16th. Showtime Chase Johnson in 17th. Showtime Chase Johnson and Travis Wall will be considered a lap down here. They're going to be fighting hard here, trying to get it back. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina will lead them back to the green flag here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. These guys do have one fast repair. Use it when you can. Try not to abuse it. We'll see what we get here, ladies and gentlemen. As we say here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, let's get to scooting and booting live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Green flag is in the air at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Ripping through the gears, driving in turn 1. They'll all dive down the bottom side of the racetrack. That'll be the number 98 of Jamie Horn and Connell Bolton, the 21. As you look on the 02 of Nicholas Maynard and his Maynard Motors Toyota Super flying down the back straightaway, trying to get back to the front where he left off. Down the back straightaway, Tony Cook will carry it to the top side of the racetrack along with everybody else. We have yet to see that top sideline get something to shake. Can the number 4, Kevin Tankos, lead him to success? Bobby Kyle trying to make something shake in the 14th spot. Can he catch to the lead pack? Chris Knighty will fall in line on the bottom side of the racetrack behind the 02 Nicholas Maynard. Will hop back up behind James Fountain. Down the back stretch, side by side, door to door. Diving into turn 3, Nicholas Maynard to keep it on the bottom side of the racetrack. James Fountain on the top side. They get a little loose. Gets a little loose again. George Stetson to the top of the wall. George Stetson hits the wall, comes down to the Chris Knighty and the Nicholas Maynard. What a save! Nicholas Maynard with a good save. Chris Knighty back into the wall. Can Chris Knighty save it off turn 3 and 4 like he does? Nicholas Maynard saves it as well. We're still green at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 36 laps down on the Pepsi 200. These guys have turned it up a notch. Here we go. Pack separated. Let's get to it. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina continues to lead him. John Smith on the outside. Here comes that outside line from the first time tonight. Kevin Tankos in the good wrench machine, bringing out his inner Dale Earnhardt here, battling side by side off turn 2. Yum, 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 yum. Diving into turn 3, coming into turn 4. Kevin Powell door to door with Kevin Tankos. The Kevins battling it out at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Corey Tesner gets a little loose. They're all in the wall. 4x4 photo of rest through turns 2 down the back straightaway. Kevin Powell on the inside. Kevin Tankos trying hard to battle back. Can we get these guys together, get them in point? Kevin Powell blinks in, blinks out. James Fountain will put it to the ass end of Corey Tesner. Kevin Tankos continues to battle some internet connection issues here. John Smith on the inside. Can he get to the back bumper, the number 93 of Kevin Powell, and push him out? Kevin Tankos on the outside. Door to door down the back straightaway. The number 99 all over the ass end of the number 93 of Kevin Powell as they go into turn 3. Corey Riptide Tesner gets a little loose on the outside. Look at that save. He'll take it up in the fence. "40 laps down here at the Pepsi 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, the MRL Xfinity series. It's been a bunch of action-packed racing, 3 caution tonight. These guys have been putting on an absolute show here. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that follow button. Nicholas Maynard will look on the outside, trying to make something shake. Nicholas Maynard got a little bit of juice to get it flowing. James Fountain trying to get that line back. Nicholas Maynard will stay on the outside. No place to get in. One thing about that outside, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a drafted partner, you won't go anywhere. It's James Fountain. He'll float to the top side of the racetrack. He'll look behind the 0-2 and Nicholas Maynard say, let's go, go, go. Tony Cook on the ass end of James Fountain. These guys trying to put something together. Make a run to the front. Can they do it? Off turns 3 and 4. 41 laps complete. Coming to 42. Kevin Powell still your leader. So you see Nicholas Maynard and James Fountain trying to get that top side line on the outside. Can James Fountain get to the back bumper of the 0-2? James Fountain will have to check up before they can get there. Nicholas Maynard to put the power down. They'll slide up the top side of the racetrack. Bobby Kyle, all kinds of loose on the bottom side of the racetrack. Corey Riptide Tesner wants something to move. James Fountain cuts across the nose. Bobby Kyle slides across the infield grass. James Fountain will keep it off the wall. The caution flag will fly. Peter the pace car pulls out. We'll back that ass up as James Fountain gets loose or something and brings it across the nose of Bobby Kyle. That could have been disastrous, folks. James Fountain brings it across the nose of Bobby Kyle. Let's get a better look here and take a look what happened. James Fountain just not quite clear. Locks it down across the infield grass. Keep it out of the wall. Yeah. Greenville, South Carolina. James Fountain in his Red Bull Impulse Chevy Camaro number 24 machine will almost go all the way around at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, where he will keep it off the wall and keep it pushing. 43 laps complete. The caution flag has flown. Woodruff, South Carolina's Kevin Powell is out front. John Smith in the second place spot, followed by Jamie Horn. As these guys begin to catch the pace car, I can't even begin to stress on how worried I am of how many cars we're going to have left. We are under our 4th caution flag here tonight. As you see everybody else starting to catch the field. Peter the pace car is in turn 3 and 4. Kevin Powell will lead them there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, you don't want to miss a thing here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are live every single week. Make sure you press that follow button, press that like button. We're here for every single week. Ladies and gentlemen, we enjoy you guys paying attention and riding along with us. We'll ride along with the number 98 of Jamie Horn as he goes down pit road at an agonizing 30-something miles an hour. John Smith will follow. Kevin Powell will concede the race lead back to the number 21 Toyota Supra of Connell Bolton. And Nicholas Maynard, who was leading most of tonight, 30 laps led, will find himself in the second place spot along with Bobby Kyle and Corey Riptide Tesner with the Andy Wicker to round out the top 5. See what we got here on pit road to shake out. John Smith, it looked like it'd be Tony Cook with the gas only stop. The number 93 of Jamie Horn still on pit road, puts on left side tires. He'll pull off. John Smith as well. James Fountain brought out the last caution. We see Jamie Horn put a little bit of damage on that right side. Want to make sure I brought that up. Seeing that, James Fountain is off. No damage to him. Chris Knighty's still on pit road. Along with Dallas Knox getting a little bit of that damage fixed from earlier tonight. Dallas Knox. Looks like his night will be over, ladies and gentlemen. He'll take it to the garage. Kevin Tankos trying to get his lap back. Same with Travis Wall. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss a thing here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Connell Bolton for Roanoke, Ontario, Canada. The 14-year-old is your race leader in the Napa Auto Parts Machine Toyota Supra. We're live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. As you look down, Dallas Knox is back out on the racetrack out of the garage. Chris Knighty following right behind him. Showtime Chase Johnson continues to find himself a lap down, trying to get the lucky dog in his sight to make something shake and get himself back in here in the shape to make something happen. The number 5 W Mellow Yellow throwback to Kyle Petty Machine, doing everything he can. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to make something shake. Want to give a special shout out to the hometown boy Bobby Kyle and his Bill Elliott throwback machine. 60 plus years old, ladies and gentlemen, out here super speedway racing and whooping these tails, giving it everything he's got. Connell Bolton is your race leader. Nicholas Maynard will be on the outside, the same two guys who started it off earlier. Peter the pace car will pull down on the pit road. Connell Bolton will lead him to the restart zone for the 4th time tonight. 4th caution that's flown. We are back green in the Pepsi 200 Xfinity MRL Series. Connell Bolton leads them into turn 1, climbing through the gears, climbing through the banking. Nicholas Maynard gets a bad restart on the outside. Corey Tesner will pull up to the ass endo, and what can we get? What can they shake? That outside line hasn't made anything happen all night long, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Tesner to the outside, trying to get to the ass end of that 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard, the number 75. We'll chase it at the racetrack. That's Andy Whitaker. So we look along with Nicholas Maynard, riding on board, see what he sees. Look at his hands busy inside that race car. Jump on board Bobby Kyle. See what he sees. Keep it on the bottom side of that racetrack. Corey Tesner concedes the position to the 222 of Chris Knighty. James Fountain will fall into the ass end of number 48. That's the number 48 that just went around of Nick Crawford. It's like we're going to stay green. He saves it. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Crawford saves it. These guys are single file for the first time tonight. Can we get something to shake? $50 laps down in the Pepsi 200 MRL Xfinity Series, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing, baby. We're here. Andy Whitaker from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, looking to the inside of the 0-2. They'll go into the wall. James Fountain around as well, along with Andy Whitaker. The caution flag will fly for the 5th time tonight. We were just looking at Andy Whitaker when that happened. Holy. Let's back that ass up as we do here in the Madness Racing League. James Fountain and Andy Wicker scoot and boot, as we say, and make contact. Let's get a better angle off that corner. See if we can't go to a TV tower somewhere. Take a look. Don't look like Nicholas Maynard touched him. Just Andy Wicker with no room to go after being in the middle side of the racetrack. Just runs right into the 24, James Fountain. That's consecutive cautions with James Fountain's name on it, but nothing to his wrongdoing right there. Andy Wicker gets into him. Doesn't look like there was much damage to either or party. We'll take a look at the number 75. Got a little bit of ass end damage. Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Sit up, stand down. Your guy has just been involved in a wreck. And that clutch machine has got some ass end damage. So definitely need to get that addressed. Kevin Powell, the MRL Xfinity rookie, making his debut here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway from Woodruff, South Carolina. Out front here, continuing to put on a show. Jamie Horn on his outside. Connell Bolton in third. Bobby Kyle in fourth. And Nicholas Maynard will round out the top five. As these guys catch Peter the pace car. Andy Whitaker and James Fountain bring out caution number 5 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway Pepsi 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll take a break. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you smash that like button. Give us a follow. We're live once a week. We'll take you here for another round of pit stops. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel live on TikTok. You don't want to miss a thing that we have going here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 52 laps are completed here in the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. Kevin Powell is your race leader. Peter the pace car still running around at an agonizing 55 miles an hour. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina, one of the many Carolina kids in the field tonight. He's your race leader. Jamie Horn on the outside of him in the second place spot, followed by Bobby Kyle and Chris Knighty. Kevin Tankos and John Smith will round out the third row. Connell Bolton and Travis Wall round out the fourth row. Corey Tesner and Tony Cook in the fifth row. Nicholas Maynard, their Nashville winner from 2 weeks ago, struggling, trying to find himself back up to the front. And James Fountain will round up the sixth place row. Here comes the number 75. That was just involved in that last wreck with Mr. James Fountain. George Stetson will catch the back of the field along with Dallas Knox. It has not been his night. Involved in a lot of other people's you know what. As Nick Crawford got a little loose there. Maybe spooked a couple drivers. Jamie Horn, your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel as they get ready to come back around. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you guys had a great holiday, a great Thanksgiving. We know we did. We were scooting and booting, as we say here on the MRL Madness Racing League live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Jamie Horn from Woodruff, South Carolina leads them in for hopefully the final time tonight. We can get some green flag laps in, and we are green again here at the Pepsi 200 live at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jamie Horn on the outside. Jumps up right in front. Kevin Powell. Chris Knighty Look at that beautiful Gamecocks. Number 7, guys, get loose down the back straightaway. Kevin Tanko saves it. Off turn 4, down the front stretch. Corey Tesner goes and hard into the wall. Corey Tesner head on into the fence. We'll back that ass up, and as soon as we just get ready to start scooting and booting again on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Caution flag is in the air again. The sun is officially set here in Atlanta, Georgia at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The lights are fully in full effect. Let's take a look here and see what happened as we ride along with Corey Riptide Tesner. Excuse me. Take a look. Corey just gets loose. Oh, big wreck up here as well. John Smith involved. Chris Knighty goes around. We'll have to back that ass up most definitely. Again, get a better angle on what just occurred right here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Definitely the big one has happened. So back that ass up. The triple deuce. Chris Knighty gets involved. Lifts up the 99 of John Smith. The 14 of Dallas Knox we just talked about. Getting involved in other people's, you know what? Nick Crawford as well. Stuck on the infield grass. Showtime Chase Johnson is able to get through though. Corey Tesner doesn't have to tow. We'll bring it back around. Sean Stamper involved in that accident as well. Chris Knighty spun around hard on the infield grass. These guys do have one fast repair. Hopefully they haven't burned it up. Showtime Chase Johnson praying. I think he will be the lucky dog this time around. We'll get his lap back. Travis Wall clear of that wreck as well. James Fountain will stay out of that one for the first time tonight. Connell Boland trying to get back to the front. George Stetson barely squeaks by. Sean Stamper doesn't look like he has much damage on that race car, if any. Corey Tesner, that ass end of that race car is shot to pieces, and he'll bring it to a stop, bring it down pit road. Corey Tesner is cashed for the night, folks. As his guys will hop over the wall, they'll beat out them quarter panels and try to get something to shake, get him back out there on the racetrack. Kevin Powell from Woodruff, South Carolina continues to lead here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Pepsi 200 Throwback race live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you smash that like button, give us a follow. You don't want to miss a thing here. We are live at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson back on the lead lap, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long time. Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. Involved in somebody's, you know what, earlier. Finally getting an opportunity. You can hear the joy with him on the radio. As I tune in down there, he's excited. Said he's got a piece. He feels like he can win with it. He'll bring it back down pit road, top off on some gas. Sunoco Race Fuel. Kevin Powell out front. Bobby Kyle in second. Jamie Horn in third. Kevin Tanko's in fourth. Travis Wall in fifth. Nicholas Maynard in sixth, along with Jonathan Smith in seventh. James Fountain in eighth. Chris Knighty in ninth. And Connell Bolton in 10th. Andy Wicker round out the 11th spot. George Stetson in the 12th spot. Sean Stamper in the 09. Involved in that accident. Barely gets through. 13th spot. Tony Cook in that home run cafe machine. Finds himself in the 14th spot. Nick Crawford 2 laps down here in the number 48 Queso Chevy Camaro, Buchanan, West Virginia. Got a new race car. Uses his fast repair. Looking to make something shake. Get his stuff back on that lead lap. Get his stuff to the front. Corey Tesner has packed it up, ladies and gentlemen. Now he'll take him home. Hopefully he can get out here on the racetrack. This guy's continue to work on that. John Michael Bryant goes out early, ladies and gentlemen. 12 laps into the night event from Greer, South Carolina. Your mom is pissed off that her favorite driver didn't get the success that he was looking for here tonight. Connell Bolton, 14-year-old, hadn't been able to get out to the front, but he's made something shake when he can. These guys are door to door. Peter the pace car bringing them across turns 3 or that turns 2. Excuse me. Kevin Powell is your race leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Knighty, Travis Wall, a bunch of Carolina kids. Travis Wall and that South Carolina Gamecocks doing what the Gamecocks are doing, like I mentioned earlier. Trying to lock themselves into the playoffs. So is Travis Wall with a win here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Can he get it done here? 57 laps down of 100 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Pepsi 200 Throwback race live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing, and stay right here. We get ready to go fast and loud for our 6th restart of the night. Peter, the pace car, brings them through the restart zone and through turns 3 and 4. He'll pull off on the pit road, and Kevin Powell will pull his seatbelts tighter and bring these guys to the line for our 6th restart of the night. Kevin Powell in the restart zone. We are back green at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Oh, big rake down here on the back straightaway. We got guys flipping. Not sure who that was. Caution flag is in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody has just tumbled across the front stretch. Not sure who it was. They'll back that ass up. Caution flag flies again for the 7th time here. The Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 live at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll take a look at what just happened. I could have swore I seen somebody get upside down here. Take it to the blimp. See if we can get a better look at what happened. That'll be the 99 of John Smith, barrel rolling here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll back that ass up. We'll go on board with the number 99 of Jonathan Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, owner of NapDaddyRacing.com. The guy that you need to go hit up for all your iRacing needs. Jonathan Smith's guy that will ride on board with Jonathan Smith as he takes a tumble down the front straightaway, through the cookie cutter, right through the dog leg. Let's take a look here. Just a scary ride for the number 99 of Jonathan Smith. We'll back that ass up, sir. You cannot park there. As we'll ride with Tony Cook. Ride passenger board with Tony Cook, and we'll see exactly what he's seen from his onboard camera. And he was riding back. 99 slams hard into the wall. Just can't slow down fast enough. Gets into the ass end of George Stetson. George Stetson, nothing he can do there. George Stetson will lock it down. That car is absolutely toast, folks. He'll pull into his pit box right then and there. Chris Noddy will be able to escape that along with Travis Wall and James Fountain. Jonathan Smith takes a barrel roll across the front stretch. 59 laps down here at the Pepsi 200 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tony Cook runs into the back of George Stetson there. Let's take a look at that race car so we can see what kind of damage he has. And you look at it right there, that Home Run Cafe machine of Tony Cook. A little bit of damage on the front end. Bobby Kyle still finds himself in that 3rd place spot. Familiar sight, Kevin Powell out front from Woodruff, South Carolina. We are under caution for the 7th time tonight. The Pepsi 200 live at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live on TikTok. If you're looking for it, you found it right here. Make sure you press that follow button, smash that like button. We got 60 laps complete here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia for the Pepsi 200 for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. You don't want to miss a thing. Kevin Powell has been all business from Woodruff, South Carolina. We'll do a field round out. The number 93 of Kevin Powell, your race leader. On the outside of him, the number 98 of Jamie Orr. On the inside of him, the number 4 car of Kevin Tankos will round out the third place spot. And the fourth place spot will be the number 7 Ford Mustang Carolina Gamecock Machine of Travis Wall. And the fifth place spot will be the number 21 of Connell Bolton. Along with the sixth place spot will be Nashville 2 weeks ago winner Nicholas Maynard, who was leading here earlier tonight, pole sitter, trying to make his way back to the front. Andy Wicker will round out the 7th place spot. Sean Stamper barely misses that last wreck, will round out the 8th place spot. Bobby Kyle on the 7777, which goes on pit road, tops off with gas, round out in the 9th place spot. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina will round out the top 10 spot. Chase Showtime Johnson from Greer, South Carolina will drop to the back of the field. John Smith will get his fast repair after taking a nasty tumble across the front stretch here at the dog leg. Tony Cook will get a fast repair as well. That's their only fast repairs of the race. And his home run cafe machine is back up and running. Catching the back of the field, Dallas Knox. It's just, again, not been his night, getting caught up in everybody's you-know-what. Here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Chris Knighty. Scraped and bruised, but he's continuing to fight here, catching the back of the field. Nick Crawford continues to find himself 2 laps down, trying to get back to the front of the lead. George Stetson, after that hard contact with Tony Cook, still sitting on pit road. Corey Tesner out in the garage. Sean Williams as well, along with John Michael Bryant, who had engine troubles here earlier tonight. But Kevin Powell is your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. We have 61 laps complete here. Peter, the pace car, leading him in onto the backstretch for hopefully will be the final time tonight if we go back green. We've had 7 cautions here in the Pepsi 200. Let's get some good racing out of these guys and send you guys on your way here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Peter the pace car will pull off. Kevin Powell will lead him to the restart zone for the familiar sight tonight. We are back green at the Atlanta Motor Speedway Pepsi 200. Kevin Powell will suit up to the top side of the racetrack. He gets a good launch. Side by side, we still got a good load of cars in the race. Ladies and gentlemen, don't tune away. Here we go. 62 laps complete down the back straightaway. These guys are absolutely battling it out, giving it everything that they have in that beautiful Gamecock machine. Number 7 to Travis Wall. Got a little gap. Can he get a run? Make something shake on that outside line. The pole sitter, Nicholas Maynard, sitting in the inside line. Second car in behind the 4 car, Kevin Tankos, trying to give him a shove. We continue to look back here door to door. Bobby Kyle and Connell Bolton go down the back straightaway. That Napa Auto Parts machine is beautiful under the lights here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing right here at Atlanta Motor Speedway where the action packed is, right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys putting on a show for you folks. Kevin Tankos trying to stay out front and battle Kevin Powell for the race lead down the back stretch, door to door. Here they go. The Kevins battling it out again here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Nicholas Maynard, the pole sitter, all over the ass end of Kevin Tankos. Nicholas Maynard stood up to the top side of the racetrack. He wants to go back to where he started the racetrack. Here comes Travis Wall in number 7 machine. Nicholas Maynard trying to make something shake on the outside. John Smith after tumbling across the front stretch on that top side of the racetrack. Can the top side line get something shaking for the first time tonight? They've yet to get something going. 65 laps, here we go. The sun's complete, the lights are up. Who wants it? Nicholas Maynard leading the outside line. Nick Crawford in the lead in the back. Dallas Knox and Nick Crawford continue to lead. He'll hook. Dallas Knox in the wall. The caution flag will fly. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Crawford right hooks Dallas Knox into the wall. And the caution flag flies. That'll do it for Dallas Knox, ladies and gentlemen. That car has been toast, and the trend continues. Dallas Knox caught up in somebody's you-know-what, as we say here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Nick Crawford from Buchanan, West Virginia, gets loose and right rears Dallas Knox into the fence. The caution flag flies. And that's another familiar sight for the 8th time tonight. Peter the pace car will fly into turn 4. And round out the field, Kevin Tankos is able to get pushed out front. He is the new race leader. Kevin Powell will concede the race lead and pull down the pit road. That'll leave Kevin Tankos, your race leader. Nicholas Maynard in the 2nd place spot. Travis Wall in the 3rd place spot. Connell Bolton in the 4th place spot. Kevin Powell will give up the 5th place spot, and Andy Wicker will move up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 67 laps complete of the Pepsi 200 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Showtime Chase Johnson. We take a look down here on him, and he has found himself 2 laps down early here tonight. He's battled back here to be on the lead lap, finds himself in the 8th place spot. Peter the pace car pulls around turn 4 here. Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey, the 19-year-old, is your race leader. Trying to make something shake here. About 30 laps left when we go green here. Should be trying to lock himself into the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs in the Pepsi 200 throwback race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Can Kevin Tankos get it done? On the outside of him will be the 0-2 winner already locked in the playoffs from 2 weeks ago, the Nashville Super Speedway, of Nicholas Maynard from Wilford, South Carolina. Trying to make something shake on that outside line is what it looked like. Can he get it done here? He'll have Connell Bolton on behind him, rounding out in the 4th place spot. And on the inside of him will be the number 7 from Pelser, South Carolina. South Carolina Gamecocks Ford Mustang. Travis Wall trying to make something shake and get himself locked into the MRL playoffs. Connell Bolton in the 21 machine. Again, like I said, trying to make something shake. The only Canadian in the field tonight. Andy Whitaker from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, will found himself in the 5th place spot here on this restart, along with the 777s of Bobby Kyle. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina in the 7th place spot. Showtime Johnson in the 8th place spot. John Smith in the 9th place shot. Sean Stamper in the 10th place spot, along with Kevin Powell, who was your race leader but had to go pit. Concedes the lead. Tony Cook behind him. And the Home Run Cafe machine, followed by Chris Knighty on the lead lap. Dallas Knox did not make it back out on the racetrack, but Kevin Tankos will lead them on to the restart zone for the 8th restart here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. If you've been here, you don't want to miss a thing as they breed them to the restart zone. Kevin Tankos is off. Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Kevin Tankos is going to take off. Can Nicholas Maynard get there? Will he go to the bottom side? Will he stay in the top? These guys wiggling and waggling off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to make something shake that outside line for the one time tonight. Finally has more guys than the other. Nicholas Maynard will drop down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard back out front here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, folks. Your pole sitter here tonight for Wilford, South Carolina, finds himself out front. 70 laps complete, the Pepsi 200. Trying to double down 2 weeks in a row. Can he go back to back? Connell Bolton says, you're going to have to go through me, the Canadian. Powers outside. Drag race, door to door down the back straightaway. Bobby Kyle trying to make something shake on that outside line, pushing the absolute you-know-what out of Connell Bolton. Can Connell Bolton get clear? It'll be door to door through turns 4. Nicholas Maynard's car bottoming out. Sparks are flying, and I'm not talking romance, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard and Connell Bolton battling it out here. Hard wrecking to the wall going into turn 1. That'll be John Smith and Kevin Tanko's. The big one strikes here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. John Smith goes around again. Tony Cook can't catch a break either. Travis Wall and that Gamecocks machine tore all the you-know-what. Peter the pace car doing his job again. Out for the nighttime tonight, excuse me. The caution flag flies. Travis Wall goes around. We'll back that ass up as we do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel on the Pepsi 200. Travis Wall takes an absolute shot into the outside safer barrier. Like I said, we'll back it up. We'll get a better look of it and see what happened exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Booty Scoot Racing channel, if you're not liking what you're seeing here tonight, just don't watch, because these guys have been giving you an absolute show. If you like chaos, we've had it. It's Travis Wall gets nipped by the 24 of James Fountain. It looks like he gets just turned by somebody. We're not very sure who. Go back a little bit further. It looks like the number 98. That is going to be Jamie Horn making his MRL Xfinity Series debut. Let's go to Tower look and see exactly what happened there. It looks like James Fountain is going to get turned. He nips into the 7 of Andy Wicker. Not Andy Wicker, of Travis Wall, excuse me. And Chris Knighty actually able to avoid this one here. John Smith. It's just an unfortunate night for him, not going his way. And the NapDaddyRacing.com owner continues to struggle here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Connell Bolton, the Canadian, is your race leader, followed by the second place guy of Nicholas Maynard and Bobby Kyle. These guys continue to pace under caution here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you smash that like button, press that follow button. We have action every single week here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 72 laps down of 100 laps of the Pepsi 200. Action-packed racing all over this racetrack. If you don't want to miss it, make sure you stay here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Atlanta Motor Speedway on iRacing for your computer. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys battling it out. And the MRL, that's the Madness Racing League, trying to fight themselves for a playoff spot as they round out the field here. Catch the pace car. Who's going to pit and who's not? Chase Johnson, honorable mention, want to shout Chase out up to the 5th place spot after being 2 laps down about 20-30 laps ago. Really trying to show what he's got. Said if he could just get a chance to race, he had a piece he said he felt like he could win with. Nicholas Maynard as well, starting from the pole position, bounds himself back up to the 2nd place spot. Jamie Horn makes contact with the number 24 of James Fountain. It sends James Fountain around hard into the number 7. Let me find number 7. It wasn't Kevin Tanko's. It was Travis Wall. Travis Wall is done for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Not even on pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Wall will take that mandatory trip to the Infield Care Center and get checked out. As we are live here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Pepsi 200 Throwback race, Gerald the flagman continues to hold up his favorite flag that's been tonight, the caution flag. 8 cautions have flown here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. But if you like chaos, you found it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys continue to pace around at an agonizing 55 miles an hour. Nobody likes that. If you like what you see here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, this is the Madness Racing League, offering Gen 6 and Xfinity Series. Free to join, free to race, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel every other Monday and Saturday night. You don't want to miss a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Action-packed racing everywhere. We'll do a quick little run through of the top 5. Connell Bolton is your race leader. Nicholas Maynard in second. Kevin Tanko's in third. Bobby Kyle in fourth. And James Fountain in fifth. Showtime Chase Johnson and that Kyle Petty throwback trying to make something shake in the 6th place spot. Jamie Horner round out the 7th place spot. Peter the pace car has been busy. That's why we pay him well here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 74 laps down. Can we get 25 out of these drivers and crown us another playoff champion, another playoff contender, or a Nicholas Maynard or John Michael Bryant repeat? But never mind, John Michael Bryant is off the racetrack permanently. So can Nicholas Maynard repeat and steal another win here and keep people out of the playoffs, or Connell Bolton try to lock himself in? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss a thing as Peter the pace car is getting ready to drive off of turn 4, and we're getting ready to throw this race back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you like what you see, again, double tap that screen, press that like button. It really means a lot to us here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Peter the pace car will hook a left turn and pull down on the pit road. The Napa Auto Parts Toyota Supra, a bunch of Supras on that front row, 3 of them to be exact. Connell Bolton will lead them back to the restart zone. We're green back in the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. Connell Bolton leads them off into the corner. Showtime Chase Johnson will concede on the bottom side of the racetrack. Caution flag, it's right back out in the air again, ladies and gentlemen. What has happened? It looks like the number 75 of Andy Whitaker. Have to back that ass up and see exactly what happened there. Andy Whitaker on the inside grass on the restart, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a look at what happened here. Andy Whitaker, this is a big checkup on the restart. The 5 car of Chase Johnson has to check up for the car in front of him, and it just sends Andy Whitaker around the infield grass. Andy Whitaker, it's got a little bit of damage, has to tow. Looks like it's a motor maybe blown. Yes, sir, that motor is blown, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and quiet all inside of that 75 racing machine. Connell Bolton, your race leader, continues. 26 laps to go here. Can we wind it down? The 9th caution of the night at Atlanta Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss a thing right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps under our belt here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've had a bunch of action-packed racing, if that is what you're looking for. And I mean action-packed as in caution flags, if that's what you want to call it. The caution flag has just flown for the 9th time tonight here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Connell Bolton is your leader, trying to lock himself into the playoffs. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Kyle will be restarting here in the 2nd place spot, or the 2nd place spot, excuse me, from Artersville, Georgia. Hometown race for Bobby Kyle. 60-plus-year-old guy out here showing these young cats how it's done on the outside in that Bill Elliott McDonald's throwback scheme. So he'll have Showtime Chase Johnson all over the ass into him. Nicholas Maynard will follow in on the 3rd place spot on the inside line, along with Kevin Tanko's in the good wrench number 4 Chevy Camaro for Hawthorne, New Jersey, trying to bring out his inner Dale Earnhardt score victory here on the restrictor plate track. James Fountain involved in some accidents earlier tonight, but found himself with something to race here with late in the 6th place spot from Greenville, South Carolina. And Chris Knighty has been used and abused all night from other people's shenanigans. Kevin Powell led a bunch of laps here tonight in his MRL Xfinity debut. Tony Cook in that Home Run Cafe machine. Don't forget, folks, if you're ever in Greer, South Carolina, make sure you go check out Home Run Cafe. Go get you a nice, clean hot dog. Best in town. You don't want to miss it. Connell Bolton will lead them off into turn 3 and 4 for hopefully the final time tonight. Peter the pace car working overtime. 9 cautions here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Peter will yank a left down pit road as always. And we get ready to go racing here again at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Pepsi 200, and the MRL green flag is in the air. Connell Bolton gets an absolute excellent jump. Nicholas Maynard will pull in on the bottom side of the racetrack. Connell Bolton will jump to the top side. Kevin Tankos will fall in on the behind side of the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Connell Bolton drops down to the bottom, backs down to the racetrack. Bobby Kyle on the outside of the racetrack. Chase Johnson, can he get to the back bumper and push the 777 down the middle of the back stretch? He'll hit him hard. Here comes the run down the back stretch, door to door with Connell Bolton in the turn 1. Connell Bolton gets loose on the bottom side of the racetrack. What a save. Nicholas Maynard will save it. They'll go 3 wide down the front stretch of the line here. What a save by everybody. Nice driving. Finally, an altercation when there's no shenanigans. Nicholas Maynard has fallen from the 2nd place spot down to like the 7th or 8th place spot. Not something he wants to see. 22 laps remain here in the Pepsi 200. Green flag racing. Finally, we got some clean laps. Can they get single file? Chase Johnson is your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time tonight, has battled back from being 2 laps down. Has found himself leading here with 21 laps remaining in the Pepsi 200. Greer, South Carolina, stand up. This W machine has got something in it cranked up here for this last 20 lap segment, trying to get something done. Chase Johnson trying to lock himself into the MRL playoffs. He'll have James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina, all over the ass into him, followed by Bobby Kyle. Here comes Jamie Horn making his MRL debut, leading that outside line to the top side of the racetrack. Here they come with a little bit of a run. 20 laps to go here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Pepsi 200 in the MRL Xfinity Series. Tony Cook chases up to the top side of the racetrack there. He'll bring it back down. They'll get a run down the back stretch. Connell Bolton continues to try to figure out what he done wrong. He gets loose down on the bottom side of the racetrack, drops a bunch of positions. He'll find himself back in the 6th place spot. That bottom line, if they could ever get each other to straight, that top line won't have a shot. Chase Johnson continues to lead. 19 laps to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson leading here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 19 laps to go in the Pepsi 200. And his Kyle Petty throwback scheme. These guys putting on a show. You don't want to miss a thing right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tell your friends. Action all over the racetrack. 18 laps to go. The Pepsi 200. Bobby Kyle trying to work himself on the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to stick his nose somewhere to make something shake. Will James Fountain ever concede the lead and go to the top side of the racetrack and make something shake? James Fountain all over the ads end on the number 5. The number 5 of James Fountain, the number 5 of Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina, leading some laps, getting some points added to his total score. James Fountain will look high, but here comes the 98 of Jamie Horn. Valdosta, Georgia, the hometown kid here in Georgia, trying to win it here at his hometown track, soaring off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Bobby Kyle contended at 3rd place spot. They're all over the place down the back stretch. James Fountain and Chase Johnson pushing and shoving hard. They got to keep it together. Finally, some green flag action underneath our belt here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And once again, just like we had here earlier tonight, 16 laps to go. Showtime Chase Johnson leading the pack here in Atlanta. James Fountain in the 2nd place spot. It'll be Johnson, Fountain, Horn, Kyle, and Powell. That'll be the top 5. Bobby Kyle will pull to the back bumper. The 24 of James Fountain, Connell Bolton in the 21 car was your race leader. Has found himself back up, trying to clear that outside line. Will he jump up? Showtime Chase Johnson doing everything he's got to do. Top side to the bottom side. Back down on the bottom. He's going to hang it down. That outside line has decapitated itself. The inside line. Chase Johnson will pull back to the middle lane. Bobby Kyle will look middle. Try to bring that outside line to something. Bobby Kyle with 15 laps to left to go. Can Bobby Kyle soar to the front of the racetrack? Chase Johnson will jump up all the way to the top, to the bottom. Contact's made. Chase Johnson's in the wall. Caution flag is out for the time tonight here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson on an absolute tear to the front of the pack. Gets out front, soaring around. We'll take a look at what happened here. As Chase Johnson goes head on into the outside safer barrier wall on the cookie cutter. We'll throw it up into a tower booth and slow it down here. We'll back it up a little bit more. His contact was already made there. So we'll put it in slow motion. Showtime Chase Johnson and Bobby Kyle make contact. Bobby Kyle gets into the right rear of Chase Johnson, simsing down the bottom of the racetrack into James Fountain. Chase Johnson tries to save it. Brings it up the top of the racetrack in front of Bobby Kyle. Both of them hard into the wall. The number 93 of Kevin Powell will get collected as well. Bobby Kyle, boom, hard into the outside wall. We'll back that ass up one more time. We'll ride with Chase Johnson off turn 4. We'll kind of see what he's seeing out the front glass of his racing machine, leading this race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway with 15 laps remaining. Right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, caution flag has flown once again. We'll ride along with Chase Johnson, see what he's seeing. Right along with Showtime Chase Johnson off turn 4, see what happens. Chase Johnson goes to the middle of the racetrack, gets pushed in the right rear by Bobby Kyle, and then turned into the outside wall. Chase Johnson goes around. We'll back it up, get a better angle of that from the inside racetrack cam. Again, we'll ride on board with Bobby Kyle as well after this replay and kind of see what happened with Bobby Kyle. Get Chase Johnson hard into the outside safer barrier, and he'll take that mandatory trip to the infield care center. We'll back that ass up one final time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And Bobby Kyle and Chase Johnson shuffle and buffle off turn 4 into the dog leg. Let's take a look at we ride on board with Bobby Kyle. Seeing it right there, folks. Bobby Kyle stays in the middle of the racetrack and just wasn't quite clear enough of the right rear quarter panel, of Showtime Chase Johnson. Just gives Chase Johnson a little more than he would need, and Chase Johnson goes around. Chase Johnson will pull it up to the back bumper of the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Run over the pit cone. Chase Johnson. Tempers are flared here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Chase Showtime Johnson, furious with Bobby Kyle down the back straightaway, ripping and rambling. Bobby Kyle says, "You don't want no part of me. I've been in the game for a long, long time." Ladies and gentlemen, James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina has found himself out front for the race lead. 13 laps to go as the race leaders tango off turn 4, the cookie cutter at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Pepsi 200 MRL Xfinity Series is live right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. The caution is just blown for the 10th time tonight. 13 laps remain in Atlanta. Let's take a look. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you have found it right here. If you're looking for action-packed craziness here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, you are tuning in, looking live down in the high banks of Atlanta Motor Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia, as the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series has battled out so far 88 laps, trying to complete tonight's event and lock themselves into the MRL playoffs. James Fountain is your race leader. If you look back aboard here, come back down to the racetrack from the booth, Connell Bolton will round out the second place spot. Jamie Horn in third. Nicholas Maynard trying to go back to back in the fourth place spot. Tony Cook in the fifth place spot. Kevin Tankos will round out the sixth place spot. Sean Stamper catching the back of the field will be in seventh, and Bobby Kyle in eighth. The rest of these guys involved in that accident on that previous caution. Just sad for Showtime Chase Johnson. He takes that infield trip to the care center, and he'll pack it up. His boys will take it on home. Just disappointing run for Showtime Chase Johnson. Finally had a piece to get out front and possibly do something, and he's robbed of a victory, possibly, by getting right reared by that guy right there from Arnoldsville, Georgia, Bobby Kyle, who probably didn't mean to intentionally do it. Chase Johnson furious with the old man, Bobby Kyle, down the back straightaway. Bobby Kyle looks like he could care less that he still has a race car to fight with here at the end. James Fountain is your race leader. 11 laps to go. Looks like we're going to have 10 laps to go here, folks. A 10-lap shootout at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Can we please go green, folks? Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and give these guys what they want. James Fountain, Connell Bolton, Jamie Horn, Nicholas Maynard, and Kevin Tankos will round out the top five. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for it, you found it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. We're getting ready to have a 10-lap battle to the end. Hopefully, we stay caution-free, but it's been all night cautions, cautions, cautions. But I guess they do say cautions breed cautions. Can James Fountain lock himself into the MRL playoffs? Or can Connell Bolton try to double down and lock himself in? Jamie Horn making his MRL debut, trying to lock himself in. Nicholas Maynard trying to go back-to-back. Storylines, storylines, storylines. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter the Pace Car is going to hang that left, as we say, on the pit road. And James Fountain's going to lead him to the restart zone for the 10th time tonight. Green flag is in the air at Atlanta Motor Speedway. James Fountain climbing through the gears through turns 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Behind him is the number 98 of Jamie Horn. Jamie Horn making, like I said, making his MRL series debut. Tony Cook, for the first time tonight, finds himself inside the top 5, trying to make something shake. Tony Cook just ramped it up. Says, I got my car fixed. I'm trying to make something shake. Sean Stamper evolved in a bunch of you-know-what from everybody else, finding himself with a chance to lock himself in. Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Connell Bolton on the outside of James Fountain, but he won't be no match to Jamie and James. The Jamie boys going down the back stretch into turn 3. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 laps to go. 8 laps to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the MRL Xfinity Pepsi 200. These guys have just reached max speed. You best believe these guys are going to give it to Chris Knotty on the apron. James Fountain out front, 8 laps to go. Yum, 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 yum. Off turn 4, James Fountain still the race leader. Jamie Horn, all over the back bumper. But here comes Connell Bolton. Connell Bolton has had a fast race car all night, but hasn't had a chance to really get out front and lead some laps. That outside line will be no match for a 3-on-5. Will they be able to make something shake? It'll be Fountain, Horn, Bolton, Tankos, and Cook rounding out the top 5. Tony Cook in the middle of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard on the top side. Diving into turn 1, James Fountain, still your race leader. 6 laps remain in the Pepsi 200. Ladies and gentlemen, if you found it, you might want to stick around right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 6 laps remain. The Pepsi 200 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. James Fountain out front. Diving into turns 3 and 4. James Fountain out front. Connell Bolton battling hard on the outside. The number 98 of Jamie Horn on the inside, trying to make something shake. Bobby Kyle on the ass in. He'll jump to the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain, your race leader at Greenville, South Carolina. Stand up. He gets turned by the 98. He'll save it. What a save by the 24. Jamie Horn gets into the ass end of James Fountain. Connell Bolton will bring himself down to the bottom side of the racetrack. We stay green at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 5 laps remain in the Pepsi 200 throwback race in the Madness Racing League. Connell Bolton is your race leader. He'll lead him across the stripe. 4 laps remain. Can Connell Bolton bring it home and do what he's got to do? Kevin Tanko's in the second place spot. But here comes Nicholas Maynard down the backstretch with Bobby Kyle. That 02 Maynard Motors machine has just kicked it up another notch. Bobby Kyle, Fountain, and the outside. Tanko's and Horn on the inside. Trying to make something shake for their leaders of their packs. Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Side by side, climbing through the bankings through 1 and 2. 3 laps remain in the MRL Xfinity Series Pepsi 200. Is it going to be Bolton? Is it going to be Maynard? Is it going to be Tanko's or Horn? Who's going to get it? 3 laps remain. Connell Bolton, your race leader on the bottom side. Here comes Nicholas Maynard on the outside, powering through. Nicholas Maynard on the outside, who will lead that lap? It'll be Nicholas Maynard. 2 laps remain. White flag next time around. Welford, South Carolina, stand up. The 02 Nicholas Maynard is out front. 2 laps remain in Atlanta. Down the back stretch, side by side, Nicholas Maynard and Connell Bolton battling it out for a spot in the playoffs in the MRL Xfinity Series. Bobby Kyle gets loose. Connell Bolton on the bottom side of the racetrack. White flag in the air, sponsored by NapDaddyRacing.com. Is it going to be Connell Bolton or Maynard? Who's going to get back to the line first? Maynard on the outside, getting pushed by Bobby Kyle. Take us to come up. He'll get spun by the 02. Everybody's wrecking. Tony Cook's wrecking as well. The 98, Jamie Horn. Who's going to get back? Connell Bolton into turn 3 and 4 by himself for the final time tonight. Connell Bolton will win the Pepsi 200 throwback race at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. The 14-year-old from Verona, Ontario, Canada, wins the MRL Xfinity Series. Sean Stamper brings it home in the 2nd place spot. Kevin Tanko's in the 3rd place spot. Tony Cook in the 4th place spot. And Nicholas Maynard in the 5th place spot. Let's back that ass up. As mayhem ensues on the white flag. Nicholas Maynard was powering hard on the outside, trying to make something shake. Let's see what happened there. It looks like he got turned around. Where Kevin Tanko's one of the 2 turns around. Let's get a better look here. Not sure what happened. Let's get a better angle there. Back that ass up, riding with the 02 of Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina, who was charging hard on that outside line, trying to make something shake for the race win with the white flag in there. Let's take a look. Not sure what happened there. Nicholas Maynard takes a hard shot into the wall. So does James Fountain. James Fountain hard into the wall. Tony Cook as well. He'll be able to power by Jamie Horn. Kevin Tanko's will just drive right by everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, mayhem ensues here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway on the last lap going into turns 2. Down the backstretch, Connell Bolton is able to survive and lock himself to the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs. Connell Bolton, the 14-year-old from Ontario, Canada, is your race winner in the Pepsi 200. Connell Bolton bringing around the racetrack once again. Napa Auto Parts Chevy throwback to Chase Elliott's is your race winner, ladies and gentlemen. 14 years old, to be able to come out here and withdrew what we went tonight with all tonight's cautions and wreck. It looks like an episode of Cars. Connell Bolton will go and try to help move James Fountain to the end, but James Fountain's car is cooked. It's not going anywhere. Connell Bolton will just conceive. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Connell Bolton. Connell Bolton will burn it down for you guys here on the TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Pepsi 200, Connell Bolton. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your race winner here in the Xfinity Series for the Madness Racing League's Pepsi 200 throwback race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, Connell Bolton. As we'll throw up the race results here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the final results for tonight. Connell Bolton in the number 21 machine will bring home the win and lock himself into the MRL and the MRL Xfinity Series playoff. Sean Stamper will round out in the second place spot in the 09 SSE Racing Machine. Kevin Tanko's in the number 4 Rush Motorsports Machine. Hard battling back down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Right there with the white flag. Not sure what happened between him and Nicholas Manor. We'll try to get a word with them at some time tonight. Tony Cook in the number 33 Home Run Cafe Machine brings it home in the 4th place spot, scoring 20 points for the night's event. Nicholas Manor in the Booty Scoot Racing Machine, proud carrier of the stream here on TikTok, will round out the 5th place spot in the number 02. 2 weeks ago was not able to double down here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. James Fountain in the BDB Racing Machine will round out in the 6th place spot. Jamie Horn in the Elite Southern Motorsports number 98 machine will be in the 7th place spot. Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce Forge Racing Machine. Bobby Kyle pushing Nicholas Maynard hard on the end there. Big wreck in the BKM Racing Machine will finish in the 9th place spot. John Smith, the NapDaddy Racing owner.com. The NapDaddyRacing.com owner, and his Elite Southern Motorsports 99 machine will finish out in the top 10 spot. Just no tough luck for him tonight. Kevin Powell, the number 93 Elite Southern Motorsports machine teammate, leads a bunch of laps here tonight, scoring some points added to his total score. Showtime Chase Johnson, and his Chase Johnson Racing number 5 machine battles back hard from 2 laps down, gets all the way to the front. And unfortunate circumstances, him and Bobby Kyle tangle off turn 4 across the dog leg. Chase Johnson gets sent to the garage. Was not happy with the way that Bobby Kyle raced him. Andy Wicker, the number 75 Aritas Motorsports machine, will finish 27 laps down in 13th spot after being caused in an accident. Travis Wall in his Radius Racing Gamecock Ford Mustang machine, not able to pull it out here tonight, unlike the Gamecocks, but Travis Wall will bring it back in 2 weeks. We know it. Dallas Knox in the number 14 machine will round out the 15th spot. Nick Crawford will round out in the 48 will round out the number 16 spot in his Montmini Motorsports machine. George Stetson, the number 56, in the Stetson Racing machine will round out the 17th position. Corey Tesman, the number 8, will round out the 18th position. We'll flip the page. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Williams will scroll down one more time. We'll round out the 9th place spot of the night and be our final contestant, the number 25, the ENS Motorsports machine, finishing 75 laps down. Ladies and gentlemen, If you like what you've seen right here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, this was the MRL Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Pepsi 200 live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Connell Bolton is successful and locks himself into the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live every single week on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that follow button, and you won't miss anything. This is a free to join, free to race league, ladies and gentlemen. Without that being said, make sure you drop your Discords. DM us if you want to join. Thank you for watching. I hope we have a nice, great holiday. Hope Thanksgiving was good to you. Thank you for tuning in on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Connell Bolton wins the Pepsi 200 throwback race in the Madness Racing Series Xfinity and locks himself into the playoffs. Thank you for joining.